Live from the Canadian Tire Centre in Ottawa, Ontario. Welcome to Boston Bruins hockey on NESN. Tonight the Bruins bring their 7-game winning streak into Ottawa to face the Senators, who have a 6-game point streak of their own. And here's Sanderson, sends it to the far side. Senators, by the way, playing tonight without Thomas Chabot, who got injured in their last game against the Stars. Sanderson sent across, flicked over to the near side. Stützle up top. Sanderson, Stützle plays catch across. They score! Awesome, gorgeous passing, and Claude Giroux bangs one in. 1-0 Senators.
Well, they get the penalty killers to move and get out of their positioning, and then the seam opens up for the cross-ice pass. You know, it was an unfortunate break because the earlier cross-ice pass was read beautifully by Zacha. He just didn't handle the steal. Otherwise, you get a 200-foot clear, and now advantage for the power play. Stützle, a little give and go to the bumper. Now that opens up the seam pass. The Bruins just can't get there in time to seal it off. And that's just a one-timer catch and release. Giroux, he's not going to miss from that location. Well-executed power play goal.
Perron has it. Right of the net. Gregg fumbled the puck. Looked like he double-clutched whether or not to pass across, and Korpisalo freezes.
Some good, some bad here on this PK. Let's go back to the good. We talked about Peak and Lindholm doing the job against the wall, and before the Senators can outnumber the Bruins down low, they win a puck battle. It's nice little vision right there, Peak. Good support by Jeannot. The bad was Corrali had a chance to get the puck the full length of the ice on his backhand, fails to do so. Now you got to spend more time in the defensive zone and keep grinding out the PK.
Canadians right now the only team in front of the Bruins in the Atlantic. Pinto trying to get around to check. Knotted up. Got it to the net. Korpisalo a save at the side post. Amadio nearly notched one. Zub chipped it to the corner. Zub pounds it ahead, having a hard time exiting. And a power play goal by Claude Giroux is the difference. Lorei almost had a problem with the puck, and now it's turned over. Yoki Harju, stolen by Cousins. In the slot, it's fired, blocked. Clevin, Spence, long shot just wide. Zetterlund leaning on him as Yoki Harju in the slot, it's fired, they score! Dylan Cousins goes top far corner, and a damaging late first period goal has the Senators up 2-0.
What hasn't been there for the Bruins in the first period fails them again here in the final minute of the first period, and that's their inability to get clean breakouts out of their own zone. Their coverage in the defensive zone, for the most part, has been pretty good during the period. But it's their exits that haven't been there, which means they can't generate any speed through the neutral zone, which means they won't have a shot mentality because they're not entering with possession. And right there, late in the period, you got your fourth line out there. You want to finish this period. Just keep the difference on the scoreboard, that power play goal. You're in great shape entering the first intermission. That goal does hurt.
20 seconds remaining. He's going to take his time as both teams are changing. Sanderson. Now to Amadio. Back up top, Sanderson. To Spence. Wide. 4 seconds left. And that's going to do it for the opening stanza here at the Canadian Tire Centre. Behind the play, it looked like Jeannot wanted to get something going with one of the Senators.
You know, and that wouldn't be a bad idea, too, for Boston. I don't think there was enough dislike for your opponent or physicality, but a lot of times if you're chasing the game and chasing the puck and not finding your offensive game and your breakouts, it's hard to generate that. So we'll look for an improvement in that area as well.
And it floats back into the Ottawa end. Spence, stripped by Zacha, who holds his stick. Zadorov shoots. Marilyn takes it in. And now Steves takes a pop out in front from Clevin. That's going to draw some of the forwards for the Bruins. Zadorov stays out of the mix.
Well, a one-on-one's going to occur on the forecheck. Zacha and Spence. Good stick by Zacha right there. And in that little exchange, Zacha cannot get his stick free from Spence. You can see that chicken wing hold. Gets away with it.
Now for Zacha. To Geekie. Up top, the Bruins dive to keep this puck in. Pasternak. Around to Geekie. Arvidsson. Pasternak across. That shot didn't get through. Geekie fires. Carolina the save, and the rebound whacked at by Arvidsson.
Well, another pretty good entry by Boston's power play. One of the reasons it's improved this year are the entries. You don't spend more time killing your own power play, having to retreat all the way back in your own zone. This is a good idea right here by Pasternak. Play that ring game. You got really no other play. It's a possession pass. Good use of the bumper right there. They thought they had an opportunity on the seam pass. That didn't materialize, but he stayed with it. He can score from range. Pretty good shot from the opposite side of the ice.
Now Eyssimont stutter step left of the cage. Across. Corrali shoots. Carolina the save. Maybe his best of the game.
Yeah, and that all started with a good second effort touch pass back in the defensive zone by BL.
Batherson hoists it out. Stützle got a piece of it. Zadorov to McAvoy. Pasternak centered, deflected, they score! Oh, beautiful slap pass out in front. Pasternak hits Geekie. That's his team leading 12th, and the Bruins are on the board.
Oh, the counterattack game, and then the execution, the ability to pass the puck, be accurate to the right guy at the right time. You're going to get quality scoring chances. Ustedinov continues to be a really good player between Geekie and Pasternak. He gets open at the offensive blue line with the line change. He makes a nice cross-ice pass, tape to tape, through a little bit of traffic. It allows Geekie to get open at the top of the paint. And once again, David Pasternak off that right hip. Am I going to shoot it? And then he slides it. Backhand touch in by Geekie. Well executed. 4 guys with touches from the defensive blue line all the way to the crease. Quality goal.
Long right wing feed to Mitten. Spence jams it around. He and Jeannot played together in L.A. Now behind the play, it's going to be McDermott and Jeannot. A heavyweight tilt. Jeannot grabs a hold, as does McDermott. McDermott a couple jersey jabs. McDermott a right that did not connect. Jeannot a right. McDermott trying to get Jeannot's helmet off. Couple of jersey jabs. McDermott a right. Jeannot a right. Jeannot a right hand. And McDermott goes down. So McDermott trying to create some energy here from Ottawa. It's been all Bruins this period. As the Bruins come over to congratulate Jeannot for dropping the gloves there. Zacha. Out come the Bruins. Arvidsson. Got an option. Steves shoots. Carolina takes it in.
Yeah, it's a big hit by Giroux, and you called it, Judd. You know the hit's coming. You got to make the play, and that's part of playing in the NHL. And it hasn't been the strongest of games for Loride. We like the way he played his 2 games back after being a healthy scratch for 5, but you know, you're in a difficult position right here on the reverse. The pressure's coming. You know it's coming. You got to get that puck off the wall. You got to take the hit and keep forcing it up, which he was able to do. And the Bruins eventually get an opportunity when they finally get out of their own zone off the rush. Steves gets a pretty good look from inside the tops of the circle and a little crisscross.
Up top, long shot coming in, never got to Corpusalo. 15 seconds left in the period. Sanderson. Trapped by Pete. Mario strips him. 8 seconds left in the period. Zadorov. Now grabbed by Geekie. That's going to do it for the second period. So the Bruins have cut the Senators' lead in half at Brick. The Bruins picked up the intensity and played a little bit more to their standard.
A lot more to their standard. That's more of the way the Bruins play when they play winning hockey. They put themselves in a good position to go into the third period. Clear message sent to Ottawa that if we play this way, we're the better team tonight.
Flip back of the net. 8th among active players in scoring overall. Giroux, look out. Backhand read by Korpisalo. Kastelik has it. Up the wall and out. Bruins will start to change. Look out here. Amadio, lots of room. Centered. They score! Pinto. 3-1 Senators.
You know, we talked about that second goal that came in the final minute of the first period to give Ottawa the 2-0 lead in the one, and we say that goal can be so damaging. Well, we use the phrase self-inflicted, and here's some more self-inflicted turmoil. The puck does not get very deep in the neutral zone, and the Bruins try to make a line change, and Ottawa takes full advantage of that. Quick up. This very reliable third line of the Ottawa Senators cash in. Amadio finds Pinto on the net drive. Little backhand redirect up under the crossbar. 2-goal lead for Ottawa again.
McAvoy leaves for Arvidsson. Hands to Zacha. Bruins enter. Keep it onside. Pastrnak shoots. He scores! Nifty meat pasta! That's his 402nd goal. That ties him for 5th in franchise history. A power play snipe. And the Bruins are back within 1.
Oh, just a question if this play was onside on the entry. It looked a little awkward coming across that blue line. It wasn't smooth in the exchange between the center ice red line and the blue line. Let's see if this stays onside. Zacha trying to make a little backhand feed, but then he opts for the forehand. And you got 3 players, including the puck carrier Zacha, crossing that blue line. You know Ottawa's taking a peek at it.
After the coach's challenge, it was determined the play was offside. No.
Here's Geekie. 45 seconds to work within the power play. Zacha. This puck sent to the far side. Sanderson stripped to the puck by Pastrnak. Out in front. Tried to center. Denied. Up to Pastrnak. Pastrnak. He'll hold. Geekie shoots. Merlano the save. Pastrnak. He scores! Let's play it back. Nifty meat pasta. That one's going to count as 402. He's tied for 5th in franchise history. A power play goal. Bruins trailing in Ottawa 3-2.
It's good puck retrieval. It started by Pastrnak on one end of the ice. That was in the left-hand corner where he wins a puck. And then Geekie gets to a loose puck behind the net. Gets it back to Pastrnak on a kind of a possession pass up the half wall. And then it's that shot mentality. Create some kind of a 2-on-1. They do. It's a quick release by Geekie, and then you follow and pursue the rebound, and Pasternak's able to get to it first after it came off the left shoulder of Merlano, and he buries it.
Again, if you're just joining us, no Thomas Chabot for Ottawa. He got hurt in their game 2 nights ago against Dallas. And as a result, Sanderson had to play 29 minutes. Kastelik barrels in. Backhand. Genoa to stick lifted by Greg.
Well, the crowd wanted a high sticking call on Lindholm.
Give it away. Genoa shot. Kastelik. He scores! Mark Kastelik, the former Senator. Bats it by Merlano. Bruins 3, Senators 3.
Well, we talked about Ottawa's third line. How about the Bruins' third line? Tying this hockey game with just effort. They win the puck in the neutral zone. They get it deep, and they try to funnel pucks to the net. They keep the pressure on Ottawa. They create the turnover. Shot, rebound, pursue. win the puck battle. Marilainen can't contain it. And Kastelik, who really turned this game in the Bruins' favor. He and Jeannot, with their physical contact early in period 2, gets rewarded here with a tying goal.
Lindholm waiting for the right option. To Corrali. Look out, off its blade. Perron's got it. Asimont lost it. Up top it comes. Trouble here. Long shot. Left to the cage. Stützle. He scores. Stützle with the marker. 4-3 Senators.
We'll add the fourth goal to self-inflicted. This time it's going to be Hampus Lindholm, who stands behind the net and he's waiting things out. And then when he thinks you're going to maybe do a double barrel swing in one corner, he steps out and passes the puck at the wrong time. It's an unforced turnover with a bad decision, and now it's scramble session in the defensive zone. People are going to get open. You got two guys out trying to block a shot. Good teams take advantage of that. Good players take advantage of that. It's a shot block and then a good possession. Little pump fake, open up the passing lane because you lost in coverage. Stützle, catch and release, short side.
Oh, McAvoy took a puck from Clevin, and that draws every Bruin on the ice. Thrown to the corner, Geekie. Long shift for him. McAvoy keeps it in. Zacha, Hustadinov lost his stick briefly. McAvoy. Arvidsson. Across. Oh, Pastrnak was open. Here's Stützle. Empty net. He scores. Second of the period. And that'll ice it. It's 5-3 Senators.
Yeah, Bruins didn't look like they were in very much sync in the 6-on-5, whether it was back in their own zone or in the offensive zone. They just couldn't get sorted out. They couldn't get in any formation. They couldn't generate a high-danger chance. They got lucky with the first opportunity when Ottawa hit the post, and then Stützle, recognizing all six guys, deep in the offensive zone, just flies the zone, has the empty netter. But I feel like the Bruins left a point on the table, 2 points on the table. We saw this during the 6-game losing streak where they had good stretches of play in games that they should take something out of. Tonight was in that category.